Hey y'all, and welcome back to FloTrack's The Meetup, episode 22. I'm your host, Demitra Carter, and join with me today we have Miss Nia Gibson. Welcome back. How are you doing?
I can't complain. Cooling. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a little vacation, so I feel like I'm relaxed, recovered, and ready for the rest of this track season.
Hawaii, right?
Yes, Hawaii. We need a track meet in Hawaii, Diamond League in Hawaii. That's what my petition's for.
Oh my gosh, sign me up.
Right? Now, Nia, we were on Twitter this past week, and we came across a tweet, actually, from Mr. Alex, a track and field enjoyer, Alex P. Let's go ahead and pull up this tweet. This is from our last episode last weekend. Come on, guys. You're the outlet that has the U.S. Diamond League rights. You should know how the Diamond League works. And if you don't know who's in this image, it's me, Nia, and Johnny. We were talking about wild cards and things, and it kind of came up, and Alex clocked us, and he was like, y'all don't know the rules, but guess what we know now? We know all the wild card rules. There's two different types of wild cards. Nia, where do you want to start so we can tell the people the ins and outs of how this works?
Yeah, I'm actually happy this happened. They always say bullying works.
It does.
I can't lie. We deserve that. We got cooked hibachi style, but it's all good. It's all good because now we have the amazing opportunity to talk to you guys about the rules. So I think we start about the big one. Yeah. How can you qualify for world championships via the Diamond League? So basically, in simple terms, you win the Diamond League final, you get an automatic berth, but there are nuances, there's layers. Each nation has a total of 4 that they can send. So if you have certain, let's use obviously United States as an example, and let's use the women's 100 as an example. They are sending 4 because the reigning world champion is American Sha'Carri Richardson. So Sha'Carri's going, Melissa's going, Aaliyah's going, and Kayla White is going. So because of that, if we bring up like another strong American, let's say Jaysha Sears, for example, who's pretty strong in the Diamond League rankings, it would be hard for her to go. The best the United States can do is add her as a reserve. In the unlikely event that one of those 4 women scratch, that is probably her best chance or only chance of running the Open 100 in Tokyo. I have no doubt that she would be on the relay pool, but that's kind of her best thing. So for the casuals out there, if you guys watch basketball, if you guys watch football, you ever get close to the postseason and the best chance for your team for winning is maybe another team losing. Long story short, the destiny is not in their own hands. So that's the unfortunate story of some of these athletes. Same can go for the men's 110-meter hurdles. Grant Holloway has the automatic bye being the reigning world champion. So along with him is obviously Jacoby, Cordell Tinge, and Dylan Beard. So another strong hurdler would probably be Trey Cunningham. His destiny is not his own hands. His best bet is if one of those 4 men in the unlikely event decides to scratch. But if we talk about people who are likely to make it, let's talk about, or can make it, there's a possibility they can make it. We can talk about Yard Nagus, for example. If he performs well in these upcoming Diamond Leagues and makes the finals and wins the finals, he can get that automatic berth, especially with the reigning world champion being Josh Kerr of the UK. We don't have that bye. There is another spot available for him. If we talk about more things, the men's 400, for example, if Quincy Hall felt up to it, if he felt healthy, he is in that 8th spot. If he were to perform well in these upcoming Diamond Leagues, big if, right, and then make it to the final, win the final, he could go. Same with Vernon Norwood. We know he came 4th at U.S. trials. He is nestled in there pretty comfortably at 5th place. If he continues to do well in Diamond Leagues, make the final, win the final, he will have that spot there. And then would it be me if I didn't bring up Jamaica? Tia Clayton, right? She is sitting, she's outside of the final rankings right now, but assuming she's healthy, and for those of you who don't know, at the Jamaica trials, she did pull up in the finals, so obviously she did not qualify in that sense. If she continues to do well, make the standings, make the final, then she will be fine to make it, and she could represent Jamaica in the Open 100. And then again, for those of you who don't know, those who make the final is top 6 in field events, top 8 from the 100 to the 800, and top 10 from the 1500 meter up. So keep your eyes on the standings, the rankings, the points, the numbers, and all of those good things moving forward. And this is not to get it confused with the wild card to make the Diamond League final. That is a completely different thing. So those who can make the Diamond League final, you can meet one of these 4 criteria. You have to be a reigning world champion, reigning Olympic champion, reigning Diamond League champion, a world record holder, or you have to be like top 5 in your discipline according to World Athletic Rankings, or top 20 overall according to World Athletic Rankings. So one of those, and have competed in one Diamond League meeting, then you can get a wild card slot to compete in the Diamond League final. Now, if you go via that way, and let's say you win, if you're an international wild card, you will get the prestigious trophy, but you will not get the full prize money. And you remember, you are not eligible to make the World Championships through that way. If you are a national wild card, like say for this year, maybe a Swiss athlete, and let's say you win, you will not be named Diamond League champion. You will not get this trophy, but you can get the full prize money. And again, reminder, this is not to be confused with the wild card to get into World Championships. Those are mutually exclusive, and yeah. So I think that covers everything.
I think it covers everything.
So yeah, we know, and I think we had this is an amazing opportunity, like all jokes aside, to really break it down, because if we're going to be streaming Diamond League and telling you guys to watch Diamond League, we should know about Diamond League. So all jokes aside, thank you, Alex. And I really hope this clears everything and anything up.
Yes. And only 2 cents. This applies to field events too.
Exactly.
Yes.
Remember, top 6 in field events. So I think another example we can bring up, Jasmine Moore. If she wants to do that double again, the same way she did in the Olympics last year, if she wants to do that in World Championships, she is currently 5th. In the Diamond League standing. So she continues to do the Diamond League, get to the Diamond League final, and win the Diamond League final. She can represent USA in both the triple and the long jump in the same way she did last year in Paris for the
And she's
Olympics.
competing in Poland. And then my only 2 cents to add, because how can I not talk about shot put, Joe Kovacs, since they already have Ryan Croucher, who has the bye. He's going to all these Diamond Leagues, but even if he wins, unfortunately, they only have 4, unless somebody scratches. So there is a little bit of hope, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing that's kind of sucks about people in those situations. The Joe Kovacs, the Trey Cunninghams, their destiny is just not in their own hands.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Nia.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Diamond League happening this weekend, the fields are stacked. People are looking for wild cards, and people are looking to run fast times, and people are tuning up for Tokyo. But before we get into that, I want to bring on our very own Miss English Gardner, 2-time Olympic medalist, 2-time U.S. 100-meter champion. Welcome to we're not Athletes Lounge. Welcome to the meetup.
Yes.
Athletes Lounge is next week. This weekend.
But still watch the Athletes Lounge. Welcome.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. I'm super excited to be here. Super excited to get into all of the good stuff that's coming up.
I love it. Now, before we hopped on and started recording, tell the people, you were singing this past Sunday.
Yeah, man. I am a PK. People who don't know, that's a pastor's kid. Both my parents are pastors. I'm singing in church all the time. I was in church all Sunday, working all Sunday. So if you hear a little raspiness in my voice, it's definitely because I was singing out to the Lord.
Oh, I love that.
I love it. That's a good reason for your voice to be raspy. Now, going into Silesia this weekend, I'm going to start us off on the sprint side of things, because the sprints are kind of stacked, and there's some people in that field that I want to see run. But English, I'll kind of let you take us where your mind's at when you see this 100 field.
Man, first thing I saw both of the twins were entered, and I was like, okay, the Clayton twins are ready to go. They wouldn't enter if they weren't both healthy, ready to rock and roll. So I'm excited, but also to see, the United States powerhouse that we kind of produced at the last U.S. champs. We have Melissa Jefferson, Aaliyah Hobbs is in there. I think even, 1 through 4 might be in this race this weekend. So it's coming up. So I'm just super excited to see these ladies come back from U.S. champs. Listen, I personally was on the line with them. I know how fast they could roll. So I'm definitely excited to see how they pair up against an international stage.
It's like almost we're missing a couple, but it's almost like a preview of what that World Championship final is going to be.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a fast race.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Sha'Carri tune up. And then it's always a great day to see Melissa Jefferson wooden race. I think the thing that I love about Melissa, she doesn't need to run. She's proven herself time and time again. She's gotten in the reps and the races. She's just having a good time at this point. She's running free and she's having fun. And I'm so excited to see her on the starting line.
It's going to be so scary in Tokyo. I say that all the time because when it comes to Melissa, it seems like these reps, they like for some people you have to be a little conservative with when you choose to run and how you run, but it's like the reps are just really pushing her forward more and more. I don't know if you guys ever played Mortal Kombat, but like it's like every time you get a hit in and stuff like that, the power meter and the bar keeps going on, and then you have that time to make that special move. As good as Melissa's running right now, I don't even think she made that special move yet, and I think that's what makes this so wild.
Absolutely. I think it's you can't help but to run fast on Hayward, right? It's like it was made for that reason. And so I think that when we seen her run as fast as she did at US Champs, I think that with a little bit more push, a little bit more competition, we might even see a different Melissa. She has shown us too that she's not afraid to run against someone. She's not afraid to run next to someone. We've seen earlier in the season when Juju pulled up on her and she was able to fight her off and hold her off at pre. And so it's like I'm excited to see what she does when some, younger talent like the Clayton twins. We also have Mary Jo in there too. So she's a staple. She always is in the mix, always a fighter, always she's with my old coach. And so it's definitely something that is going to be like a nail biting moment, kind of like on the edge of your seat. And I'm just super excited to see them go head to head. I wish I had front row seats, honestly.
I wonder how Sha'Carri's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm really, I'm excited to see her run. I think she's gonna like bust out a good race, and I think there's a lot of people in there where I'm curious to see how they're going to perform. I'm curious to see how Talu's gonna do. I know she already went 10-9 this season. I'm curious to see how the Clayton twins are gonna do. We know Tina's healthy, but Tia hasn't been. So how does she make this return? Is she going to make this push to world championships? And again, like we were saying, Sha'Carri, how is she going to I guess I don't want to say redeem herself, but in a sense, really have that statement making race where she's like, you guys need to understand that I'm still in this conversation. So she's there with like people she competes with normally, and she's also there with some of her training partners.
Yeah.
So this should be interesting. There's a lot of unpredictability in this race, I'd say.
Yeah. And then throw in there Dina Asher-Smith too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Dina's racing
It's
this
stacked.
100. Yeah, it's stacked. And yeah, I think everybody's been in this field before and ran against these women before, but I think it's a matter of who can step up in the road to Tokyo. Because I think at this point, everybody's like, how do you get to Tokyo? And what do you look like when you show up there? And yeah, I think they're all going to push each other. And to your point of Sha'Carri, it's not that she needs to prove herself to anyone, but I think it's going to be nice to see as fans. It's like, there's some comfortability, I think, with fans. When you run fast, you're like, oh, okay, this person's going to be ready. Mm-hmm. But I think, like, as a fan base, we're like, we don't know. And it's not our job to know if she's going to run fast or not. But I think as fans, it's like, I would like you to run fast, so I have so much confidence in you. Because Sha'Carri Richardson, like, we know who you are, girl. Oh, yeah. Like, we didn't forget. But I would love to see her back in, like, her prime. Or better than her prime.
No, 100%. I know that injury definitely threw like a monkey wrench in her season. Mm-hmm. In addition to all of them, I'm interested to see how Aaliyah runs, because Aaliyah runs with heart. She runs with so much heart. Like in the mixed zone, she, kind of like was crying because she said this season has been so hard and I've been through so much, and it's like finally. So now that this has happened, what type of beast is about to be unleashed? Because we know Aaliyah is like that. We know she can run, but again, the momentum that's pushing her forward, kind of putting that battery in her back, how is that going to change this race? So I don't think it's as predictable as a lot of people are making it out to be. But I'm excited, guys.
It's going to be crazy.
The sprinter's paradise. I think the longest race
really
is like the 1500. This weekend. That's the longest race this weekend.
It's an early, it's an early start for Americans, but we'll be watching. You can watch on the Athletes Lounge with us. All right, I want to go into this men's 100. It's still stacked. Like
it's still stacked. Yeah.
That's the next one.
I think that's the theme this part of the season. I think that's just going to be the theme. Everybody is just trying to get their one off with the fastest runners. I mean, when I was in my younger years, I used to think about that, like make sure that I step on the line around this time with some dogs so that I could produce and run well against great competition. Because not even to go back to Sha'Carri, but if she does run well against these girls, that gives her confidence as an athlete. When you go through injury, you go through stuff on and off the track, sometimes you just get lost in the sauce and just trying to figure out how to climb your way out of that hole. And I think that her running fast against these competitions will do just that.
Yeah,
mean,
I agree.
Yeah, I don't really have, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think because even like Noah Lyles, who's in this 100, he came off of an injury. That's why he opened up so late in the season. And I think even seeing him come off an injury and kind of dominate and like back to himself as he is, like it's really nice to see. Because he also said he had a little bit of gold medal depression too.
Yeah.
But it seems that he's coming out of that and also back healthy running too, which is once again nice to see from him. But in that same field, Nia, we've talked about this time and time again about who we had in Tokyo. My pick, unfortunately, is out. He didn't make it out. He might make it. No, he's not gonna make it. He's out. He's out. Yeah. But your pick is still in, Mr. Kashane Thompson.
Isn't he just? That's who I have winning.
I might have to switch. You said the train is still.
Yeah, we have, listen, here in Team Jamaica, we have space.
Okay.
If you want to come and jump on the bandwagon, I got some space for you, like in the back towards the right.
Okay. I'm going to sleep on it. English, we have like a Tokyo bandwagon of who you think is going to win the men's 100. I was Trayvon Bromell. Obviously, that won't happen anymore.
Too.
Yeah.
English, it is not too late. It is not too late. I will say there's a deadline. So think fast.
What's the deadline?
Let's say like before the Diamond League finals. Let's say like
End of August?
end of August.
Okay.
So please keep that in mind.
I would love for Kashane to do what he needs to do because, you know, and this is just my personal opinion. I don't want anybody to get upset about this, but I feel like I willed him to try to get that gold last time they lined up together, and it was just like, it like got snatched from our hands. So to have that redemption for him would definitely be a good sight to see. I think it will definitely keep and catapult the Jamaican nation again. I think we need another powerhouse man for sure. So I won't say that I'm completely jumping on the bandwagon because I love my U.S. sprinters. I love them to death, but I'm definitely rooting for him to have a better outcome than he did last season.
English, we have room. I'm just letting you know. We have room.
I feel like I might put like a hand on your train, but my whole body is still. I'm gonna move to Noah Lyles.
I'm so sorry.
But I'm gonna hold on.
We don't have space for that. We don't have space for that.
Did you see that video Noah posted? He said, "Check the score. I'm up."
Yes. I love when he gets in his bag like that. We are in for a treat, man. I love when he gets in his bag like that because it also reignites the rivalry. And cause I think, honestly speaking, that is, in my opinion, the best rivalry in athletics. So it's nice when it's legitimate. You know what I mean?
I say let them go back and forth. It's great for track and field. I think we need some more excitement. I don't like that we are kind of set as like a white glove sport where it's kind of like golf where you got to kind of clap quiet and just like, you know, like I want us to be more a little bit like show the personalities of each individual athlete, you know. Shout out to like Allison Felix. She was very poised, but like I used to tell Nike all the time, me and her are two different people. Like I am not as calm and collected as she is. I'm very rowdy. I like to talk smack. If you ever been to some of my practices, I'm talking smack to my training partners. So it's like I love this. I love this for track and field.
Hey, I mean, Central learned from the best. He got that from you right there.
Yeah.
No, but I couldn't agree more. Like, we need that. It makes it exciting. Because there's still little kids walking around here doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Even like Mo Farah. Like, there's still little kids, like, you know? It's iconic. And it's, again, to your point, great for the sport.
And I feel like Noah Lyles, every year, he doesn't fail us. He pulls something out. Like, whether it's world champion or what. Like, we got whenever you retire, stay in the sport. Like, we got to keep you around. Do masters or something. We could find a heat for you. He's got a lot of years left, but.
Yeah, and I love how Tyreek kind of bit off of Noah, talking about Noah could never. Who started it? Listen.
Thank you, Noah. I feel like without you, we wouldn't have too much drama to talk about.
I love drama. That's why I love Love Island.
I love it.
Girl. Reunion is coming up. It's right before the Diamond League finals, so.
I got to get a VPN. I'm in Zurich.
Yeah, you will be in Zurich. All right, I want to go into another stacked. Everything's stacked. So me saying it's stacked doesn't change a single thing about this conversation. But the women's 100-meter hurdles, the girls never duck the smoke. We have Masai Russell, we have Danielle Williams, we have Akira Nugent. All these girls were just at pre, mind you. Masai was coming off of an injury and very much back healthy and back right where she left off, because at USA she came and won. Like she proved I'm the Olympic champ, and let me not like make y'all forget that who I am, even though I came back from an injury. So I can't wait. We have Toby. Like when I say everybody that you could think of is in this 100-meter hurdle race, everybody.
Yeah, it's to the point where they have to have heats in a final. It's one of them type of races. And I mean, we got to talk about Kenny Harrison as well, because I have eyes on her to potentially maybe get that wild card spot if she keeps doing what she needs to do via Diamond League. But yeah, Kenny Harrison's in it. Megan Tapper's also in it, just signed with Adidas. And yeah, no, but Masai is someone I think I have my eyes on to win it all. She ran her second fastest time ever at Hayward coming into this race. And the thing about it was, what I was scared about Masai coming into USA's was, okay, she's coming off an injury. How does that look? She did run decent at pre, but pre to USA's, what happened in between that time? And clearly work was being done. Yeah. Work was being done. Injuries were improving, things of that nature. She just has to keep it taped up. But yeah, she is very much so back and left off right where she started, 12-2. 12 to like that's
and threw the crown on after too.
The crown on.
Should.
Because I think for those who slept, she was probably like, wake up, hello, I'm here.
Absolutely. I'm a Masai Russell fan, so I'm looking for her to do great things when she gets to Tokyo. I'm looking for her to defend her Olympic title and make it a world title and just run as fast as she could possibly. I want to see something crazy on the board, honestly. So but I can't sleep on Kenny, like you said, because if I'm not mistaken, a couple years ago when she didn't make the team, she came back like a couple of weeks later and broke the world record. So it's like she's known to kind of like against all odds just show up, even if it's not the time that she wanted to. She's still able to like muster up that motivation to get the job done at a later date. And so that's the thing about USA's, man. You could be like one of the fastest people in the world and just not have a good day and it just not happen. And we can sometimes leave some great runners sitting on the couch.
Yeah, so especially in the hurdles.
Yes.
I have a world record dropping this weekend.
I
would love that.
In the 100 hurdles.
Yeah, I think you'll have the competition because Masai and Akira alone, they've been racing each other for a really long time. And they're both able to compete side by side. Like Masai is like she's an Olympic champ, but she never won NCAAs when she was going against Akira. And I think seeing them side by side, and that's what I love about women's hurdles, is that like they're gonna go at it. And I think it goes back to who can execute their race in that day, in that lane, is who comes away with the win. And I'm looking forward to it because at pre, even though Masai was 100%, Akira and Danielle still pushed it. You know what I mean? And Masai didn't back off, which was nice to see because I think sometimes when you have an injury, you might hesitate or second guess yourself, and she didn't do that, which was nice to see. So I think to have that entire field, throw in Toby, throw in Devin Charlton, her training partner, in that mix too, like I agree with you. Yeah, I think a world record could go down.
A world record could 100% go down. Toby and Kenny are my dark horses this weekend. And it's weird to call Toby a dark horse. She's the world record holder. But watching her this season, the way she has just been incrementally just getting faster and staying faster, she's different this year. Yeah. She's different this year. I'm a Toby fan.
I'm a everybody fan. There's not a single person on this list that I'm not out here rooting for because everybody has a story. Everybody can run fast.
Yeah. Especially in the hurdles, man.
Like that one, if there's a train for everybody, I might hop on everybody.
That's the one time I think I'll join you. I'll be on,
hand here.
The hurdles will do that to you though, man. It'll make you just jump all around. So I've been holding down with Masai for a little bit though. Maybe since like the Night of Legends. I met her at Night of Legends 2019, I believe. And she was like trying to take a picture with me. And I was like, girl, I want to take a picture with you.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. And like, how could you not love them? And then that's what kind of makes this a little devastating for me because I wish Tia was here. I
Oh,
wish.
yes.
Like
Yes.
that
Get
one
well,
killed me.
Tia. Definitely get better.
Please get well soon.
Fast recovery.
I know.
That made me sad, Nia.
I know, but it's like I feel like it'd be
I know.
crazy not to mention her because
I
we're talking
know.
about because in this race you have the fastest woman who ever ran over the 100 hurdles, second fastest an American record holder, the third fastest ain't there. We got the fifth fastest in there with Grace Stark. Like it's just we're missing 3.
I know.
I was in such disbelief after in disbelief. I had to DM her myself. I was like, bro, what?
I know.
What?
But that's the comeback kid right there. Because
Yeah,
it was just a
she's a
little bit,
dog.
at this point, a little bit over a year since she tore her ACL. If anyone can come back from this, it's Tia.
Yeah, and then her first time at trials was her first time, not first time at trials, when she was at trials, that was her first time in blocks. Like she just like fresh off an injury, rehabbed and was running again, but first time in blocks was literally prelims on the line. She's a dog, and you're right. She's a comeback kid, and I love it.
Yeah, and she's young, you know?
Yeah, praying for a speedy recovery. Thanks, Nia.
My bad.
Yeah,
I had to bring up that's my girl. I had to bring her up.
Yes, she is. I just, I mean, injuries suck, but there's nothing you could do about it.
I know.
Now, I want to go into the men's 15, the longest race of Silesia this weekend.
Crazy.
It is another stacked one. What I am most excited for is we'll see a little pre-classic recap with Yard Goose and then Niels also in this race. I am so excited. Yeah. I have nothing but excitement because we got that picture at pre. I hope we get something very similar. Maybe flip around who the people are. I'm pretty neutral on that this weekend.
I think Yard, I'll double check it, but I believe Yard has the fastest personal best of the field, but he has yet to break 3:30 yet. And I think he's going to win. I'm banking on that. He has to win. That's the thing. He has to win, so he's going to win. And he's going to pull out a major season's best and maybe even a personal best. Because have we ever seen Yard in this form where he has this fire under his butt? Because in order to extend his season, he really has to like full guns blazing, had to change the plan last minute, really have to make some crazy adjustments so that he can continue his season. I don't know. So
yeah, and you are correct. He's the only person in this field who's went 3:27. So he's very capable of doing it. And I can definitely see his season's best. PB is going to 3-second PB. I'm going to be loud and impressed right here in this seat watching that race.
I don't think it's going to be a 3-second PB, but he's going to PB. He has to.
Wait, no, 3-second season's best because his season's best this year is like 3:30.
Yeah.
So I think to go past 3:29, 28, 27 is impressive. But I think to your point, I want to see him win. Like win this weekend because I think that's one thing that he's said out loud that he's struggling with the winning aspect of it because even during the Grand Slam circuit, he was running well. He just wasn't winning. And I think to see him compete, and he has how do I say this? He basically knows how to race. He has the knowledge of racing and how to maneuver and how to do all these things, and he's an expert in this field. So I think it'll be nice to see that come out. But I would love to see him win. Like I think he just needs to win, and once we do that, we're good.
He's going to find it because now he knows what it means to lose and really like lose to the point where my season could be over. I could not be in Tokyo. So I think knowing how to lose, having that feeling and now having that type of pressure, you're going to find out how to win. And I think he's going to find out this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That piggyback off of you, my little 2 cents. He definitely has learned how to lose. His execution is what is going to determine the results in this race. Like I really want him to run a race that's clean. I want him to run a race that is fast, and I want him to run a race positionally that puts him in the best spot to be able to get the results he needs.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Yard, and it's a hot take, but I think he's going to PB and win.
I think he'll win. PB is, I mean, I think it's a matter of if like Timothy and everybody else in that field are going to push it, but Yard's been pushing it lately. He's been like getting out there in the front, and that's
in front.
Yeah. So is anybody going to push him to run faster? Because I think when we see him lose, it's in that final 200. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it's a matter of how fast do they take that out? How fast does he take it out? And does anybody come up and try to take the lead in front of him? And I think that's where we're going to see like everybody's strategy is going to play a role in this, and that's why I love the 1500. But yeah, I think I'm nervous. Because he's been leading lately, and when people lead, I'm like, I don't know.
He's definitely gonna adjust his strategy. Like if I had to guess, I feel like he may adjust it. Yeah.
You think his coach wants him to adjust it?
maybe slightly like in that middle portion, like you're doing all this work just so that everyone behind you can, maybe let someone else do the work, but also make sure the pace stays at a certain point so that so that when it's time to kick, nobody can.
Yeah, no, that's a great strategy.
So.
We're about to see if he does it or not. But...
He will. He has to. So he will.
Coach Nia.
Yeah, I'm trying, guys.
Okay, coach. All right, next I want to go into the field event side of things. There's a lot of things that are stacked, but I'm going to specifically talk about women's long jump. We have Miss Mahambo. She's back, our Olympic medalist. I cannot wait to watch her jump. And she also has a great personality, which makes me love her even more. But on the American side of things, we have Miss Jasmine Moore, we have Monet Nichols, a lot of people looking to get that wild card and make it to Tokyo.
I'm rooting for Jasmine to win this one for that very reason.
Yeah.
As a reminder, she is sitting pretty in 5th place right now. So she's good to make the finals. And remember, the finals is winner take all, basically. She just got to get there.
Yeah.
She can do it. Because I'd love to see her repeat like a medaling type of thing in world championships the same way she did in Olympics when she got the double bronze.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
she can do it.
I agree with that. I'm with all the wild card contenders. I want everyone who is trying to get to Tokyo to get to Tokyo, man.
No, literally, it would be phenomenal, and I feel like she'd want it too because she was like kind of devastated after not winning that long jump, and but then to come back later and then win the triple, that was something nice to see.
And I think you call it short-term memory loss pretty often, and I think that she's good at like doing that. I think for her to be truly heartbroken, take that loss. I don't know what her timeline is, but for her to literally come back the next day and execute how she executed is something really nice to see, especially from an athlete, and mentally, like to be able to be like, that was yesterday. Like when I say heartbroken, there's images of her literally crying, like truly heartbroken.
Yeah.
But for her to be able to come back and execute in triple jump and do what she does best, it was really nice to see. But also Monet Nichols, I think she caught a cramp. I know for a fact she caught a cramp because I talked to her. She said she thinks she ate too many trolleys, and that's what did it. Because she typically would eat like gummy worms or gummy bears like throughout the competition, but she thinks she ate too many and cramped up. Because I forgot which jump it was, but she like limps off.
I think it was her last one.
And she limps off. Obviously doesn't make the team, but her man makes the team. So she will be going to Tokyo some way, somehow, but hopefully she goes to not only be a WAG, but also to jump.
Yeah, I'm not too sure where she's standing in the standings right now.
She's gonna have to pop off these next few meets.
Yeah, she's gonna have to pop off, and some other people are not gonna have to do so well. I think that's one of those things where, again, it sucks when your destiny is just not in your own hands. Now, Jasmine, I think she's good to make that final and potentially make the team, but we'll see. There's so many different layers. There's so many different storylines. So it's going to be exciting nonetheless. And hopefully we get like 7+ meters like we usually do nowadays. It seems like it's getting more and more common, which I love that for the jumps.
I love it.
Yeah. I honestly, like, I got into the jumps this year a little bit deeper because of like how crazy competition it has been. Like even watching USA's like Q and Tara like going at it. And then the excitement that Tara has been bringing to the long jump. I think that we need more great long jumpers out here and more great competition. So I'm really rooting for all of these girls at this meet to just really like get out there, jump far, and to even talk about like, you know, her being able to forget about what happened. Like I have a rule, it's a 24-hour and a sleep rule. Like you have 24 hours to think about your competition. And then after that, you take a sleep and it's over. And you can't really dwell on it anymore. You can't really go back to it. We're on to the next thing. So short-term memory is what makes great athletes. So I'm just hoping that she gets out here and gets her long jump like she wants to. And we just see some great competitions.
Yeah, and then emphasizing both of those things. It's so incredibly hard to do, which makes it so amazing that they're able to do it, because it's like, all right, this sucks. This really, really sucks, but there's still work to do. I still believe in myself. I'm still going to bet on myself. And by doing that, I cannot dwell on this, at least right now. I got to bury it right now so I can show up for myself at the very least. I think everyone owes it to themselves to show up for themselves. So the fact that they're able to kind of push aside those emotions and make it happen, it's admirable. And I can't, like, I just have to, like, you know, so every athlete who does that.
Yeah, that makes Jasmine a great athlete.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
It's impressive. Now, on the men's field side, it took everything in me not to pick shot put, but I picked men's pole vault. The top 7 are going to be here, but most importantly, the Olympic podium will be back at it. We have, of course, Mr. Mondo Duplantis. We have Carolilis, Emmanuel, and then we have Sam Kendrick. Sorry if I butchered your name. But I'm excited to see these 3 go at it. And then we also have 4, 5, 6, and 7. So regardless, this will be a fun field to watch. A lot of far jumps, or high jumps rather. But I'm excited for it.
Trey's gonna love this.
Trey's about to eat this commentary up during Athletes Lounge.
Yes, he is.
You know that's his favorite event.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch everybody sprint through the circles, sprint down the runways. I'm gonna have to pick his brain about this competition because it's stacked.
I love hearing his commentary when Sam jumps, because he's basically like, "Oh, here comes Captain America," and then he like makes his voice deeper, and it's really funny. But all jokes aside, I think world record again. We got 2 world records in the meet on Nia Watch.
Okay.
I definitely think they're going to go for a meeting record for sure. I think that's been like Mondo's thing all season. He's been going after those records. So with this kind of competition, there's no doubt that a record will be broken.
Yeah, a record for sure.
Absolutely. Mondo was in Monaco for the Diamond League, and he was like, I think this is the one single record that I do not have. So, and he got it. He has it now. But I think to your point, like meeting records, he goes for it. He bests his meeting record, and I love watching him compete because once everybody's out the competition, he just goes up 1 baby little centimeter, and he's like, let me do this to either get the meeting record, PB, season's best, like whatever I need to do, and then he's done. He doesn't keep going. Once he gets what he needs to do, he goes home, and I love that and respect that.
No, as he should. Yeah. The job's not done. September, well, once upon a time, it was a long time away. It's next month.
Yeah.
So he has to be careful with certain stuff.
Okay. Speaking of September, Nia, we have our way too early Tokyo predictions. We did this last weekend. Don't cook us because this is way too early. That's important to note. This is based off of what has happened up until this point. Now, this is all going to be 4x1s. And what better person to help pick our podium predictions than English? So, English, I'll have you kick us off. Women's 4x100 meter podium for Tokyo. What countries do you have making the podium?
Ooh. Okay, so us for sure. I have USA winning, hands down. I just don't see 3 of our girls train together, so our handoffs should be butter. They should be everything they need to be. So I'm gonna have USA winning. I'm in a toss up between GB and possibly Jamaica. I'm gonna go US, Jamaica, Great Britain.
All right, I like that.
Yeah, mine is the same.
Yours is the same exact?
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead, say it. How else am I going to clip this for social media?
Make it real. Stand on it.
All right. I do have logistically, I guess if I have to be objective, Team USA will probably win for the women's 4x1. And they might, they'll get a record of some sort.
You on a record watch for everything. Yeah. You say record every weekend until Tokyo.
Team USA, their depth in the 100 meter right now on the women's side is insanity right now. Like,
yes,
if everyone does what they're supposed to be doing, like 4x1's kind of like the hurdles for me. You could be the best in the world, but one screw up that can end it for you.
Right.
But if they let's assume there's no mess ups. Let's assume the handoffs are flawless. Let's assume nobody runs out their zone. USA is supposed to win that. Jamaica comes second. Great Britain is third.
I like it.
They have a strong team. I think like with Dina and Amy right now, and Amy running some of her best track she's been
running. I
think
the way they ran in that rain that day when we were watching the Diamond League, and they ran their like pretty good qualifying time in that relay, I was like, okay, it's raining. This is like drop baton weather, but they got it around. They look smooth. They look good. So I was like, okay, these girls are ready to contend. And I think throughout the years, they've kind of shown like we're slowly but surely showing the world that we have a sprint powerhouse. We have a 4x1. So I couldn't leave GB out, man.
You can. I don't think you can. Like the way that it's, you know what, for the 4x1, I don't think anyone is to be slept on just because
That's not how too early Tokyo predictions work.
I know, but like just caveat. Because anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. At World Relay, Spain showed out.
But like also you could not make it out of semis. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I want to throw it back to English back in your day when y'all picked up the baton and still like finished the race. Like things like that either have to happen. Things have to go right, and you have to have some knowledge on your team to like, if something goes wrong, how can we fix it? And how can we still move on to the next round? Yeah. People might not make it out. Who do I have? Okay, so it's y'all's podium just flipped a little bit. I have U.S. winning, and to your point, I think that like handoffs from the women's side, I'm never too nervous about it, and I don't want to jinx it or anything. I have Great Britain getting second, and then from there I have Jamaica getting third, and I think it will be close.
Crazy.
It is crazy, I know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Honestly, I was going back and forth between those two. I was like GB, Jamaica, like. The only thing that made me lean a little bit towards Jamaica is I'm sure that the twins will be on the relay, and they have if they don't put Shelly Ann on the relay, that would be literal. Give the queen one more, please. Give the queen one more.
You have to put her on the relay.
Yes, give her one more.
You have to put
her on. So make her anchor while we at it.
Yeah, that veteranship that she's gonna bring to the relay, I think is going to determine whether they place second or third. I really do. Because sometimes when you have a whole bunch of young people on the relay, you can kind of get lost in the sauce. You can kind of get lost in the moment. And I think that she's going to bring that calmness down and like to just revert back to like that time we did get impeded on and drop the baton. If it wasn't for Allison to say like, English, stop panicking, pick up the baton, finish the race, like that would have never happened because I didn't know the rules, to be honest. I'm gonna be transparent. I knew nothing. I was like, it dropped, it's over, like I'm not getting a medal. And she kind of was just like, no, we have to stay calm, get the baton, running around, pass it, and finish the race. So that veteranship, Jamaica has that upper hand, I think, on Great Britain with having someone like Shelly Ann on the line with them.
Yeah, I hope they have Sharika Anchor. They should have Sharika Anchor.
Yeah,
I just thought for photos, it would be nice to see Shelly Ann cross the line. I'm being selfish.
The photos.
It's the last one, you know.
You can get a photo of her on the backstretch.
Right, I can. I love it. I would switch my podium, but it's set in the stone. I'll switch it again. We'll do predictions maybe again closer to. But I like y'all's podiums. All right, men's side. Nia, I think I might toss it to you first. Who do you have on your men's 4x1 for Tokyo?
This may be my heart talking, but I think Jamaica can win. I think they can win it.
That's your heart.
I think they can win it. It is my heart. It is my heart. Honestly speaking, USA is supposed to win that one, but I'm not picking them to win. Jamaica can win it. USA got a little bit too much beef right now, discombobulation with their batons. You know how that goes. So I actually don't like, although they are the reigning world champions. That's great for them. Not this year. I think like it's gonna be Jamaica. Maybe USA. USA could come third too if they start weaving and bobbing the way they like to. But I'm gonna say Jamaica, USA. And okay, I'll do South Africa. I almost picked Canada, but I'm gonna do South Africa. Yeah, Canada. They're yeah.
All right, English. You look stressed, so I'm gonna toss it to you.
I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. The boys give me so much anxiety, man. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand why the men have such a hard time with the baton. I like, as an athlete, I'm in relay practices. I have been at relay camp. They look amazing. I just don't understand. I mean, I know a part of it is, with the United States, we all live in different states, right? And we don't really get to practice together all the time. And a lot of people don't know. We go to camp like two weeks before championships. We get out there, we try to run together, build as much gel as we can with each other, and then we go out to champions and win. But like for the men, it just hasn't really been that. So it's like breaking my heart to put them third, but it's simply just because of the baton passes. It's not because of the talent. I think we have some of the best 100 meters in the world, runners in the world. And I just hope that they can gel enough to be able to get around the track. So I have them at third. I'm going to go Jamaica second. And then I'm going to do Canada first. And the only reason why I'm going Canada first is because those boys are dogs, man. And like I've seen them make the top 3 in situations that I'm like, how did y'all do that? So they're my dark horse, and I'm gonna pick them for winning the whole thing.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either. It's funny that you talked about gelling because English and Nia, y'all were like, I support the track beef. Meanwhile, I'm like, I need y'all to be friends. Y'all need to get that stick around. Don't put them like the legs by each other, because
You keep them separate and
Yeah.
have Noah
keep them
anchor,
separate. That's
Penny
important.
second.
Yeah, but who?
Kenny second, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who the relay coach is, but please. All right, it's time for my picks. Okay, so I have South Africa winning. I have the U.S. getting second, and I have Canada getting third. All the other reasons that y'all gave for y'all relays are the same ones that I have. I just have that order.
Jamaica's
Well, did you see what they was doing at World Relays?
they're not gonna do that again.
Well, I don't know. So they lost
It was
some.
a little crazy.
It was crazy. Cause Shane was there, he ain't even touch a baton.
And that's the thing. Like, if he doesn't touch it, they not
Right.
podium. Like, yeah.
But like all jokes aside, objectively speaking, 4x1 makes me like, it gives me headaches. It gives me headaches. It gives me anxiety, all this other stuff. Because in all honesty, the talent is so secondary. The talent is
Yes,
so secondary.
it really is.
What matters is how you get that baton across. Can you get it across legally? And can you just cross the line first? It doesn't, like, the talent does not matter. If anything, sometimes the talent can hinder you if you are not understanding the velocity in which someone's coming towards you and not knowing when to go, if you go too early, like whatever the case may be. So that's what makes it so like a gut-wrenching race to watch at times. Like, the talent almost does not matter. And that's a big reason why I think you can never count out Team China. Like, they will always, like, you know what I mean? They will always show up. They have those baton passes on lock, which is why they made their way on a couple podiums before. So talent is super secondary in that 4x1. So it's hard. It's anyone's game. And it's one of those things where you can make the best predictions based on whatever knowledge you may have or subject matter expertise and still be dead wrong. Because somebody just for one reason just like lost focus, stepped out too early, got out the zone slightly.
Yeah. English, I consider you a 4x1 expert. What do you think? I know you said being a veteran, having a veteran on the team plays a role. What else do you think factors into the men or the women running well?
Honestly, the coach. And that's why I'm so nervous about the U.S. team right now, because we had a coaching switch on the relay side. You need a good coaching eye, and you need a coach that knows how to put the right person in the right spot. A couple of years coming in, like I even remember 2016, I was the fastest 100-meter going into the championship, but I was more comfortable running the third leg than I was running anchor or second leg. And so, but the coach was able to see, like, English is able to take and give. So let's just make her run that leg. She gels well with Allison. So let's make sure that they hand the baton off together. And English has been in enough relays that she's able to make sure that Tori Bowie was able to get the baton, because Tori at the time had never ran a relay ever. So yes, that was her first relay, her first baton.
Like, not even like AAU or anything,
like period. I was so nervous. I was like, girl, don't worry, I'm gonna grab your arm before we drop this baton. We're gonna get it around. So you need a coach that is able to identify that. And the good thing I think on the women's side is, when I was going to 16, Dennis was our relay coach. And so he's already going to be there with Melissa and all the rest of his girls in the camp, Shakari. And so to have him there, I think will definitely help the women's side. But I know that we have new coaches this year, and that's super, super important. As people really don't even realize how important a coach is when it comes to relays. And I know in prior years, with prior coaches, we used to time the zones, like time how fast a runner could run in a zone. I don't know if this new coach knows any of that information or can bring anything else to the table to make our relays even more faster. And so that's just my only concern. I think the coaches is a super big importance to the relay, and I think we have the talent. I just really hope that we're able to like pull it through.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well said. I mean, that's really what it is. So I'm scared. My hands are like sweating talking about this.
I'm more nervous for the 4x1 than I am for an individual event.
Oh,
like,
yeah, because they'll show out
it's
individually.
crazy.
They'll show out individually, but this team aspect in this little individual sport of ours.
Yeah, and we don't have to talk about this now, but I am upset about it, just for the record to show. There's a mixed 4x1, which I don't even know how to factor that into. Yeah. I'm like, I
think that's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to talk about nerves, that one.
Yeah. We've had
like,
better
just
ideas.
Biologically.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. We've had better ideas.
And now I'm going to say it. Who asked for this race? I'm curious. I'm like, who was like, we want to mix 4x1. 4x4, cool. I could get with it. Mm-hmm. But I want like a sprint medley relay. Like, I want an SMR. Like, give me something.
That would be cool.
Or like DMR. Like, I want to mix like our best 400 runner or our best 1500 runner. Like, I want to see that happen.
Yeah, I'm like terrified.
Like a hot take, right? Women run around like 23, 24 miles an hour. That's like our peak, right? Men can probably get anywhere between 24 to like 26 miles an hour. But you think that that's not really a big difference, but when it's coming in from when you starting at 0 and someone else coming and running fast, like it's just logistically it doesn't make sense.
I'm terrified of someone running up on one of them. Like that's not like the baton pass is the least of our concerns at that point.
Take out the exchange zones because I'm not.
I
hopeful.
agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
because I'm so scared. Like imagine like Kenny passing to Melissa. I'm imagining
like
I'm scared of that. But I mean, we'll see.
I'm thinking, like,
We'll see.
Could I take a baton from Justin Gatlin? Like, I'm like thinking about how hard he comes in, and I'm like, come on, man.
You might run for your life. Actually, you might be like, oh, I got to get out.
I'm giving this man 40,000 steps before
he at the 50
when he starts at the 200.
And you see his face when he runs. He's like, he's coming for you, and you're like, wait.
No way.
But I mean, I guess on the other end, if a girl is handing it off to a boy, it could work.
But we're only gonna because they put the order, but it's guy girl or girl guy girl. Like it's mixed. It's truly mixed. Like whatever the order is, they already have it set in stone.
Oh,
like you can't because I know for the mixed 4x4, you can like do what you want to do. For the 4x1, they have like there's rules in place.
Oh, yeah. So it can't be like 2 girls to 2 guys. Like that's not a thing.
Whatever the rules is, it's set. Okay. That's what I know. Yeah, and I don't remember what it is, but I know it's set.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have that in place too in case Alex wants to.
Yeah, we'll look it up. I promise you.
Chill on us, Alex. Chill on us.
We're trying our best.
We'll have it for next episode for sure. We'll open it up with it.
I love it. Well, this has been fun. You can catch us on the Athletes Lounge this weekend, talking through all the things that we just talked about, but watching it, giving all the commentary. Me, English, Trey Hardy, and I think Central might be coming back for this weekend. So thank y'all for watching this episode of The Meetup. We will see y'all next Tuesday and every Tuesday after that. Bye, y'all.